Hey everybody, what's happening? I decided to go live, couldn't do it yesterday. It was a kind of a perfect storm of inconveniences that I couldn't do with it, so super frustrated with that. But alas, here we are. So I'm going to be doing some cards, see what's going on, see what's going on with the collective. Obviously, coaching is going to be involved in there because it's my favorite thing to do. And stick around to the end. I will be doing live questions. We're going to see what is up. If you are new to my lives and it gets to question time, keep putting your name in with the question. Remember, it's public, so other people will see it. And, well, yeah, answer it. And if I somehow miss your question, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I didn't see it, put it in again. You can also book a reading with me. You could book a session with me, see what might be right for you. Sharon, what's happening? Hey, Brittany. You caught the live? Yeah. Well, I'm going earlier this time. Yeah, happy Thursday. It's not Thursday. Oh my God, not Thursday. Hey, Ada. Hey, Tracy. Hey, everybody. What's happening? Guys, you know the deal. Well, hopefully you know the deal by now. Stick around to the end. I'll be doing live live questions. So, hey, words for world, words create worlds. God, why am I having a hard time speaking today? Okay, so let's look at this. I guess there's a setback, and you have to see if this is something that you really want. This actually could be a long-standing issue in your life that there's something that's coming out about it right now. This feels like something finally coming to the surface, and this has been with you for quite some time. It does feel like this is a setback, that this is kind of happening again, but I think that this is unavoidable at this point. There's nothing to be avoided about this. This has been put off for long enough, and you trying to, I guess, ignore it or hide it. Word for world's grandson. Okay, nice. Okay, so you trying to hide it, you trying to ignore it is only going to amplify it. This needs to be recognized in your life, and you have to handle this in an entirely different way. Stop fighting whatever it is that has come up and that has come to the surface. You need to take an alternative route on it. So this is incredibly frustrating. It seems like trying to have some sort of a breakthrough from the gray area, trying to get out of what seems to be stagnance or confusion, or trying to get through some sort of a slowdown. What I'm seeing this is it's time to actually take action rather than take aggression on it. I want to look more at what this is possibly meaning for you. All right, so we have the King of Swords. There's some clouds around this, but I think that you're keeping them at bay. So let's see. The Magician is in reverse. The Queen of Wands is in reverse. So I guess in a point of having to deal with this, you're going to have to learn to not be so empathetic and kind of warmed up to another person. You have to work with the facts of what it is and act accordingly. So it's going to be major imposter or doubt that's coming in. And I think this is you and dealing with yourself and detaching yourself from your heartfelt emotions about this and learning how to be a absolute jerk. Sometimes you're going to have to put some people in line by not being as kind as you have been, or not being as sweet or as endearing or as accepting as you would have been. This is really hard because you want to be open, you want to be vulnerable, you want to have like the breakthrough on this, and it looks like it's kind of crumbling. So it's a little unnerving there. Let's see, I'm being pulled to, I guess, still the Rider. Wait. You heard? You heard. Okay. Let's see. The 10 of Cups is coming in. You being that hard-handed person, it's actually, it feels good. It doesn't feel like it's a new start. I don't feel like this is something where you have to start over again, but I am seeing more come out of this. I see a new cycle that's coming in, and I feel like it's not ending anything right now. It's this, and it's almost like it's a new cycle that's bleeding into, well, being bled into from the previous one. There is no end. It's a continuation. It's learning to not act like something didn't just happen. It's sitting with it, taking into consideration what this new foundation is, and being hard-handed with it. Listen, we're not going back. We're not backtracking. We're not dealing with this crap anymore. What is this? I care and love despite this crap that has been going on. And I actually feel like whatever this is, there's new, well, there's a new cup that is to be given out of this. So, hey, Kieran. All right, so this, it feels actually very positive. This is really riddled with a lot of feminine energy, which care, compassion, reflection, internalizing, all of these things are kind of coming into play right now. So, what exactly are the circumstances that you are dealing with? Because I feel like this is about personal relationships. And again, these don't have to be romantic. It just feels, I don't know. I don't know how it feels. It feels like it's heavy. It feels like it's a lot. Practical, logical, okay. Okay. What I really like about this is you detaching from, I guess, what the outside person is, what the other side of the perspective is. I think that you live in other people's shoes. I think that you are constantly in a place of looking at life through somebody else's eyes and trying to sympathize with them. And this has been something that apparently has been keeping you from doing what you actually need to do with your particular life, but able to, you know, be accommodating to another person. That's absolute madness. So what I see that's coming out of this is being just very practical, cool, and detached from the other person, giving them new conditions, giving them new rules to work with when it comes to having you in their life. And I see you detaching from that and letting them kind of figure out if they're going to step up in this. Honestly, I think that they're working on a new plan so that they can actually start to show up in this. And I see that this relationship, whatever the dynamic is, I see that this is healing. I appreciate this. I think that they are getting a little bit more in their head and a little bit more aware of how this has been, I guess, kind of breaking you down and I guess killing not your sense of morals, but your sense of drive to want to participate in any of this. And I see like a rejuvenation of not only this connection, whatever the basis of it is, I see you as a genuine person actually having the sense of joy, completeness, happiness, a sense of finally relaxation, because I feel like the other part of this really should have been feeding more into, I guess, keeping the dynamic afloat and this not actually, you know, happening at the time, well, beforehand. So this is what I'm looking at. A lot of stagnance and a lot of having to get their head out of their keisters and step the F up. Yeah, it's awesome. You can see how much I would be talking like a sailor if I actually was uncensored with this. So, let's see. Why did this happen? Well, in the beginning of the reading, it was talking about how this can't be avoided. And I feel like there's been a point of avoidance with this for some time. And it's coming up again. It's going to keep coming up until you deal with this. And this, somebody needs to be set free from their own stupid mental circumstances in this. They need to be set free from their head and, crap. Monkey toes, do not fail me now. We have the Hierophant. I feel good about this. Okay. So, I'm a big believer, and it's being kind of affirmed in this, that your secrets are your encasing. It's your self, you know, limitations and everything like that. Putting it out on the table like this, while it may be very difficult for the other person or for you, it's necessary. It frees them up, and it actually gives, I think, a new lesson coming into play with this. Nobody is really going to be fighting with it. You're going to be dealing with what happened without the aggression towards the other person. And I think that this is what the opposing party was thinking was going to happen. But honestly, the reveal is giving a major sense of freedom in here. And I see a new commitment that is coming into play, like new perimeters around whatever the intensity of the commitment was. It is necessary for you guys. It's made with, I guess, this really strong sense of not only a new foundation, but the structure is now sound. I really like this. What am I really need to put this on Do Not Disturb. I do. Because every time I'm recording or going live, I always forget to turn it on or turn off notifications. And suddenly I'm reading what's happening on CNN or the BBC, or I'm reading a text message, or I'm reading a confirmation from a client. Hey. So, again, if you guys are new to the channel or just chiming in, hang out to the end. I'm going to be doing some live polls for a little bit. And also all the ways of contact are on the front if you want to book a session. So why did this have to happen? Because this person was not only sabotaging what this was. You're healing your tongue, such imbalance. No, it's not your fault. But I also see that Freckles. Yep. Okay, now I got okay, so yeah, it's not the fault of it. I feel like you have been kind of groomed to just take everything that was being piled on your plate with this. Honestly, all I did was create major setbacks for you and inability to keep moving forward on your path. It kept you, honestly, super stagnant on this. And I feel like with the Empress in reverse, it was probably safer to feel stagnant, but I also feel that not only were you feeling this agitation to break through, I feel like there was agitation from the opposing party for you to get your act together while somebody else completely negated theirs. It's like, keep going, I can't start yet. Okay, first off, go F yourself. And then, no, you're gonna step up. You're gonna be doing this. You're gonna be getting your crap together. So I feel that this is a new journey that where one of them is the fool and the other is a hermit. And I feel like somebody needs an absolute break in this. I feel like the person who's in hermit mode while this connection is mending is going to be going through the review of the relationship, but also what has happened before this relationship so that this doesn't happen again to them where they are sacrificing so much of themselves and not beginning the projects or the lifestyle that they want to live to or whatever their paradigm is. I see that they're actually going to get rest while the other person is going to be picking up whatever the slack is. Again, this does not have to be romantic. There's so many relationship dynamics out there. But whatever the companionship sense is in this, somebody's going to be able to rest while the other person gets their crap together and actually gets very excited with this. So it's very action oriented. I want to see what this is leading to for you guys. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay, what do you all have to look forward to? Well, if you found your way across this, if you're sitting on the live, what do you have to look forward to? Crap. Okay. So it's one of my favorite things when coaching. I see that there's somebody who's making progress and then they stop. They're just stopping. It's like, okay, I made enough changes. No, you really haven't, bud. There needs to be more from this. But I also know that procrastination is caused by anxiety, and it is the subconscious effort in sabotaging yourself and keeping yourself in familiar territory. It's keeping yourself in that nice little bubble, or that newly expanded nice bubble that's slightly uncomfortable, but you have to adapt to. You don't have the luxury of a time adjustment going on here. It's not just you, it's also them. People need to consistently grow in this. And I think that it's not only growing as a person, it's growing the trust in each other, which I think is kind of coming back into play. the person is not open and is not necessarily going to be able to accept or hear what is being said to them. But I see a lot of hope for them. I see a lot of groundwork that's coming in. Yes, they are stubborn. No, I don't think it's the worst thing on the planet. But even though they seem to be making promises to you, they need to have this internal push to break through it, which is where you do not come in. You are not the person who has to keep giving them the motivation to push through it. You have to kind of put the focus on yourself in these times while this person goes and gets their crap together. And I actually feel like them and putting the focus on that, there's going to be a lot of time released, I guess, success that is going to be coming out of this, whether it's financial or professional or personal. So I'll take that. Honesty, authenticity, transparency, and talking about the triggers and pains of this is going to be necessary, but it's also going to be understood, and it's going to be used as an asset. Whatever the hang-up is actually eventually becomes an asset. So let's see. Ooh. All right. Hold on. This is showing up in reverse. Why the hecking heck? Why are we getting bad news? Why is it suddenly we're just stopping? What is this deal? Why are we stopping? It looks like it's kind of depression. Yeah. I think that somebody is, while they are having some sort of awesome breakthrough, they are dealing with some form of a depressive state, which that is usually because they are reflecting on the past. Now, why? Why are they thinking about the past? Are they thinking about this with you, with others? What's the deal here? There's certain situations in their life that they have to address and have to forgive. And let's see, what about this? There's something that they couldn't do this for in their life, and that this is actually something that they feel guilt about, that they couldn't be this help, this asset, this person, this love to another person. And I think that they wish they would have made these changes sooner, not because they didn't want to have this type of success with you, but because they realize now the damage that this has done to others when they have been in their own way. So something about your enforcement on this and your compassion, but also safe distance, is giving them space to reflect, and they realize kind of where they've been kind of brats about this in the past. I'm trying to be as kind as possible. I want to say excrements or the 4-letter word, but I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. Somebody's feeling bad about it, and you're somebody who wouldn't let them run from themselves, which, awesome on you. Congratulations. High fives all around. You make this person actually really feel like they have a lot to learn and a lot to kind of figure out and study about themselves. Deep insight and reflection. So I guess this bad news is only a setback because somebody really needs to reflect on how their actions has affected so many people that they genuinely did care about in their past. There's a lot of guilt that's surrounding that, and it doesn't mean that they wish that things had turned out different or anything like that. This just means that they're feeling somebody else's pain. So a lot of reflection. I want to know how they're going to get out of this funk, because they're taking a hard look at who they have been in their life. That's not easy. How are we going to do this? Okay, wait, do I want that? No, I still want this. How are they going to get through this setback? They're going to have to be able to trust in somebody. They're going to have to know that they can either talk to somebody or that they're not going to be abandoned. No, I don't want this one. Hold on. Truth and integrity. Somebody's going to need a listening ear. how they're going to come out of this is they're going to need to come to somebody. And it's not for anybody to take action on their behalf. The cards are saying they need to be listened to. And I think that this, I honestly feel like this is going to be a major breakthrough for you guys. This is wholehearted releasing that is coming on here. What you see as a major setback or horrible news actually is a major breakthrough, full-on ability to have closure and let go of who they have been, the cycles that have hurt them and others. And I guess for them to do this and to be completely honest and transparent and to be listened to and heard and released, this is major for them. I want to see what this is going to do with them, and I'm still getting to use this. Enchantment was on the bottom. I'm not feeling like this is the card for it right now. You're going to see somebody who actually, they feel different. They genuinely feel like a more balanced person. So what does this even mean for you? Like if somebody's balanced after they've been completely seesawing over all the energies. I mean, what does this mean for you? You've seen this and you're not, you're not damning them. Oh man, I just screwed myself over, didn't I? So what does this mean for you? It means that there's, first off, there's a major gift that you are getting out of this, and I think it's more in the figurative rather than the literal sense. I don't think anybody's going to be buying you your Amazon wish list, and that's been coming up a lot recently. It's a thing. So I see that there's a choice that's being made, or that's already been made. It's just being represented. What does this mean for you? Sense of balance and intimacy that's coming in. A gift and feeding you what seems to be a sense of security that's actually going to be building your confidence. This is coming from a place of transparency and protection. Whatever this energy is around you, highly protective. And I see that there is a lot of breaking of what seems to be god-awful toxic energy. I think that you are being proven elated and enlightened, but also balanced. It's a huge sense of validation with you and I guess your worthiness. This is totally feeding into not only the ego, but in the sense of validation of self and I guess the good person that you are. Whatever it is, you're breaking toxic cycles with this particular connection in your life. You're seeing somebody bounce back from not only failure, rock bottom, feeling lost. And I think that you are too, actually. So, in all, what is this really leaning towards? You have the 10 of Cups. And again, as I'm talking to you, I get a notification of validation from a client about their time tomorrow. I love it. So you just see me staring off going, pause. Okay, you're getting the 10 of Cups. This is amazing for every situation. You're getting what you need. You're getting your fulfillment. You're getting this new cycle, everything working together. We have yin and yang going on here. So I think that this actually is a major sense of a breakthrough. It feels like a breakthrough where everybody's needs are being met and taken care of. Somebody's being honored. Somebody is getting back into the playfulness. It's setting, I guess, the road for a new journey on this. I'll take it. Now, this is what I have been looking at. In a moment, I'm going to be doing the live questions. So if you, again, are new, put your question in. Remember, it's public, and I will answer as I can. And you can also book private readings with me, or you can book private sessions, ask, see what might be right for you. So a lot of cards coming into play. This is a very intimate and very important connection in your life. So If your relationship, if this is a romantic one or any kind of relationship, I don't care what these cards say or how good they say things are. If it's toxic, abusive, illegal, if you're not talking to the person, if you're not allowed to talk to the person, i.e. restraining, cease and desist, this reading is probably not for you, but I hope you enjoyed it. But if this reading made sense, just know that a lot of things are working behind the scenes to create a new path. So if you have a question that you want to ask, and again, remember it's public, go ahead and ask now. So your Capricorn, how's your Cappy feeling about the relationship, eh? I think that they are actually seizing the opportunity on this one, but they're actually, while I have a good feeling about them, but I still feel like they have not learned from their past. So while they're making movement towards you, they're still going to be riddled with mistakes because this person has to get over what seems to be whatever their control issue is. This is somebody who is kind of messy. They still have growing that they have to do. They want you, but they're gonna be kind of stuck for a minute. What does this mean for this? How do they feel about her? How do they feel about Angela? They're afraid that you're gonna leave them. They don't want you to leave. This isn't over for them. They want a commitment. They're afraid that you're gonna leave though. So patience is really gonna be necessary in this. And you wanna know what? Even in the most loving relationship, sometimes we wanna completely lose our head on them. That's just life. All right, so when will you get your AC fixed? We're almost midway through September. October, you'll probably get it fixed in October. Wait, that's the Capricorn card, but I was getting October. Okay. Well, Halloween. I'm getting October even though that was the Capricorn card. That's absolutely silly. Why am I getting that? Okay. You really have no reason to get it fixed in this instant. Well, actually, in the upcoming months. So it's a matter of when the heck do you want to spend money? Yeah, I'm getting October, but again, Capricorn. Why the fuck am I getting Capricorn? Money. Okay, so apparently it'll be cheaper to do it then. Does anyone have any more? Guidance about travel. You're gonna actually have a lot of fun and a lot of traveling that's coming in. This is only gonna grow even more so. So hang on, this is gonna be an absolute party. Judgment's in with this. Why am I seeing Judgment? This is gonna be happening fast. Just have a backpack ready, have a suitcase ready. Well, tell your landlord to stop being, you know, somebody who drags their keister on this. Nah. Tracy, travel's gonna happen fast. Be prepared to go at a moment's notice. You wanna know if your dad is okay. Dad is confused. They don't know exactly what to do right now, and it looks like they still feel like they're not done and they're not necessarily ready. And there's something about the family that they're focusing on right now before they can move on. I think they're waiting for people to come together. Then they'll know that everything's okay and then they can take the next step. So, let's see. Will the next few weeks work out? Yes, just not in the way that you would think. You have to drop your plan and you have to be open to what's actually coming to you. It's out of nowhere. If you try and micromanage and control this situation or try and keep an eye on it, you're going to lose your mind. So this, for your sanity, for your sake, let go. Yeah, I don't know why October, dude. everything is, let's see. Yeah, well, you wanna know what? It's gonna be fine in the end. I see actually major faith being restored. I see change that is gonna actually set this solid for you. I see either a contract or something that is written is coming into play, and it's something that feels, it's the Hierophant, but it feels legal. So this might be contracts, commitments that you have to look forward to, but it's going to be written. Is your son feeling okay? They're kind of walking on eggshells and they kind of just want to lay low. I'm seeing that there's a lot that they are wanting to just kind of give up on. Let's see. There's somebody around them who's emotionally unstable and manipulative, who's incredibly unfocused. I feel like they're stuck either dealing with somebody who's unhinged or they're nervous about, who runs hot and cold with them. So they kind of just want some quiet right now, and they're very reserved. So I think that your son's going through a lot, and they need to pull back their energy. Hold on, I want that. They're going to end up being fine. They just need to kind of get their butt in gear and making a decision and going towards that. Does anyone else have any questions, or are we going to call it quits right now? Which is, again, absolutely fine. You know, if you want to book a reading or a session, reach out and we'll set something up. I'm finishing up, well, there's only a few days left in this week. You're welcome. You're welcome, Brittany. Should you seek legal help? Now get on their ass. I mean, but, oops, crap. Anyway, there's that. Sorry. You're welcome. Kieran, what are you seconding? Are we gonna call it quits now? Are we all done asking questions? I don't even know. That's fine. I'm gonna be on again another time soon. I was gonna be on again last night, but everything that could like get in the way of it. Oh, thank you. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. Absolutely panicked last night. Not fun. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm gonna do the minis. All right, so how much longer till you move past the heartache? Montessori family learning. All right, so how much longer? You're gonna be stuck for a little while. I feel like you invested so much and that there was so much at stake in this. You're not gonna be over it for a while. It feels like somebody died. It feels like something died. That's gonna take at least a year of moving through this, because whatever you are mourning like a death, it's going to take having to live every single day as new with it for a year and discovering what that looks like. But yeah, you should actually start feeling the waves of remorse of, you know, after a year kind of dwindle. I mean, you'll still have like these pains of heartbreak, but you'll start to be able to see them coming and have a better handle on them. It's pretty challenging, and you do have to mourn it. So stop being so hasty with yourself and just bucking up and get over it. Is your divorce gonna go smoothly? Yes, yes it is. And I see that they just want this to be kind of over with. I feel like you're gonna get more out of this than you thought. There's coins around this, so material, finances, they just want it to be over. So I think that they're probably going to be more apt to just agree with it, whatever it is that you want. So very cool. Count on you getting taken care of. You can't just let go. No, you can't just let go. You have to mourn this. To let go, I think that'd be more shocking to your system. It almost makes you disassociate from yourself, and it's just going to pop up later for you to deal with. So I would say handle this head on. Where are we going? Where'd it go? Okay. All right, you guys. It was awesome hanging out, and I'll see you guys very soon. I'm going to go do the minis and then post them everywhere. So should be fun. I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye, guys.